Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Smell the Coffee on this beautiful Thursday morning. We're not feeling as cold because it's nice and toasty in the studio, and we hope you're nice and toasty wherever you are. As usual, you're joined by Diana Master and the gorgeous Aina Riza Rizzle.
I'm not looking so gorgeous today, but I will look later on tonight.
Yes, what's happening tonight?
There's a networking Heineken event happening today, so I'll be there live and in color. I'll probably be doing a bit of snippets for our social media, so do catch us on our platforms just to also be informed and entertained.
And one thing about you,
I don't drink beer, but I don't drink beer, but I hope they offer something else.
They probably will. They probably
Apart
will have
from
finger
beer.
foods and stuff. Yes, because also you can't drink beer in an empty
The
stomach.
thing closest to beer that I drink is like a Klaus Haller.
Oh, yeah.
The non-alcoholic one.
Non-alcoholic
So
one.
delicious. I've never even tasted the alcoholic one. I just straight go to the non-alcoholic one because it's so delicious. Maybe I should try the alcoholic one. It's not that I don't drink. I do drink,
But not beer.
but not beer, and I've also just never been interested in trying out the alcoholic one.
Well, beer is one of those things for me. I actually found out by accident. And I know y'all are going to come for me and be like, oh, she's so dumb. I'm not dumb, okay? But I found out one time, in a very painful way, that beer has gluten.
Yes, it's done written. You
Barley
must
and
always check the label.
Barley and hops. I don't know how that went over my head. So we're out for lunch and we're drinking. And I'm like, y'all, because I feel my stomach go grr, grr, grr. And I'm like, y'all, does beer have gluten? And my colleagues were like, we don't know. And I think one of my colleagues was like, yes, it has gluten. Because usually what I do is if I know I'm having gluten, I will have my gluten tablets, which help my body break down the gluten. But then that time, because I was just like, oh, you know what, we're going for lunch and whatever, I'm not going to have any gluten.
What type of beer do you enjoy? Do you drink Windhoek Lager, Black Label?
I can't drink any beer.
Because of the gluten issue. Okay.
And I think if I had to,
What's your choice brand?
I have no idea because I haven't experimented
I haven't
with
tasted
beer like
them
that.
either,
Exactly.
so I can't
So you
also
can't
tell
say.
you, Kucha. Okay.
But I have tasted the Klaus Haller because it's still made from the same-ish ingredients as the alcoholic one.
Yes.
And I think I like that one.
The Klaus Haller one is nice. The yellow one, the lemon one is really,
It's
really
refreshing.
delicious. I take it like more often than
Okay, apart from beer, what else is your choice of drink? What's your poison?
beer is not my choice of drink. Let's not get it twisted.
Let's put beer out of the question.
Like I
what is your
drink
poison?
like the Klaus Haller when I'm like on a budget. At home when I just want something cold
And with the bubbles.
with the bubbles, then I'll take the Klaus Haller.
But what's your poison?
I just like champagne and wine.
Shampoo.
Champagne, Moet and Chandon.
Moët et Chandon. Oui, très bien.
I
très
like
bien.
Veuve as well. I just love anything with bubbles and wine. Like those
Okay.
are my two. I like grapes. Anything
Okay.
with grapes. Those are like my two go-to wherever I go. Like when I can't get the wine or the champagne, I go for what is this Belgravia.
Okay, but you also
I
take
also-
Bernini, no?
Benini is not my favorite. My favorite used to be Brutal Fruit,
Okay.
but Brutal Fruit knocks you out.
Oh,
Brutal Fruit is so sweet. The sugar gets to
to you.
and it's too sweet. Like I'm like, nah. But Brutal Fruit is really, really delicious. But it's too much sugar,
It's
so
too
I
much
can't
sugar.
take sugar. Not us talking about alcohol so early in the morning. I mean,
listen,
it's
it's
sunset
5 o'clock
somewhere
somewhere.
else.
Okay, with me, Brutal Fruit. Okay, so there's this Korean drink. It's called makgeolli. It's made from rice wine. So when you see it on TV, it's got like this milky color. So you think that is gonna, I don't know, but in my mind, it didn't taste the way I expected it to taste. It tasted like Brutal Fruit. So I was like, wait a minute, this is confusing my taste buds because it looks milky, but it tastes like Brutal Fruit.
Yeah.
But yeah, gin and tonic is my go-to.
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. Give me a gin and tonic any day.
I don't hate gin. I just also don't care for it. Like it's okay.
It's okay.
Same with whiskey.
Yeah,
like,
cognac.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Drink some Henny.
Nah, actually, what's so nice about Hennessy? But nonetheless, I think I want us to go to the news so we can really address the Pearl Thusi issue, why she did not turn up, and the drama.
We're talking about Pearl Thusi.
Yeah.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
All right, excuse me. Now getting into our top stories. Now, before we get into the Pearl Thusi situation, we are talking about Eminem. Yes, Eminem is not afraid to go toe-to-toe with the social media giant. The Love the Way You Lie rappers publishing company 8 Mile Style filed a lawsuit against Meta Platforms, which owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, accusing the tech company of copyright infringement and seeking over $109 million in damages, according to court documents filed May 30th and obtained by E! News on June the 3rd. In the filing, Eminem, real name Marshall Mathers, alleges that Meta violated the copyright of 243 songs from his catalog through the unauthorized storage, reproduction, and exploitation of the tracks on their platforms. The lawsuit cites the app's features, including original audio and reels, as tools that allow and encourage its users to steal his music to use in video content without proper attribution or license. As a result, the Grammy winner is seeking monetary damages for the diminished value of the copyrights by defendants' theft of them, lost profits, and defendants' profits attributable to the infringement. Alternatively, he asked for the maximum statutory damages, requesting $150,000 for each of the songs in question across all 3 of Meta's platforms, totaling a whopping $109,350,000. Meta Platforms responded to the suit in a statement to E! News on June the 4th. This is what they said. Meta has licenses with thousands of partners around the world and an extensive global licensing program for music on its platforms. Meta had been negotiating in good faith with 8 Mile Style, but rather than continue those discussions, 8 Mile Style chose to sue. The Detroit native has frequently channeled his personal life in his music, often rapping about his difficult childhood, as well as his turbulent relationships with his late mother, Debbie Nelson, and his ex-wife, Kim Mathers. In fact, he previously shared that expressing himself artistically has had a positive impact on his mental health.
So what's the story?
The chat is basically that Meta was illegally...
Why Meta is always in something. Meta is always embroiled in
some scandal. It's now Meta and Apple. It's, yeah. Like, Mark, bro.
Mark.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening, fam? But you know what? In a way, I don't know, man. Because if you upload a video that you edited on your own, you illegally downloaded the song and you put it on Instagram, it'll still play. Sometimes, yes, it will flag the video and whatever and say, and maybe even mute.
Yeah, this sound is not accepted in your region.
Yes,
or something. It says
something
that.
like
it says that a lot to my videos.
Yeah.
And then they mute them.
Exactly. So I guess with they can't. There are some things that just slip through the cracks, man. Because imagine how many users are on Meta platforms combined. It must be billions.
Yeah.
So, but just give the man the money. Mark, you have a lot of money.
Give him the
give
money.
Give him the money and run him the cash.
But nonetheless, now talking about money, a contractual dispute involving South African media personality Pearl Thusi has emerged following her last-minute cancellation at the weekend in the East event held at AM Lounge Estate in Rundu on the 31st of May. The organizers are demanding a full refund of 86,406 from her management, the Africa Creative Agency, citing direct costs incurred due to her absence. The amount includes a 40,000 Namibian dollars booking fee, deposit, 19,346 in flight tickets, 18,360 for visas, and 18,700 for vehicle rental. Event host and the owner of AM Boutique Estate, Master Amushila, confirmed that the sum was spent specifically on Thusi's participation. This money was lost as a direct result of her last-minute cancellation, Amushila says, expressing disappointment at the lack of accountability shown by the agency. Now, according to correspondents, the agreement between the two parties stipulated that a 14-day notice must be given by either party in the event of termination. Now, Amushila says this clause was breached, and the agency's refusal to issue a refund is both unprofessional and damaging to business relations. In our engagement was strictly with the Africa Creative Agency. They confirmed the booking, they received the payments and arranged logistics, Amushila said. Now that there is a breach, they are passing us on to a lawyer who was never introduced during the process. In response, Africa Creative Agency through Yvette Gale denies liability, stating their role was limited to representing the artist and handling logistics. They said, "We are not a party to our clients' contractual obligations," says Gale in an emailed response. As a talent agency acting solely as a representative capacity, we are not a party to our clients' contractual obligations nor guarantors of their performance. Our role is limited to facilitating bookings, negotiations, terms of collecting payments on behalf of our client.
Read the fine print. Both parties, read the fine print. This is the thing with contracts. We are so quick to sign on the dotted line without actually taking time to read through in events and in cases like this.
No, but apparently the contract does say that the cancellation should have been done 14 days.
Prior.
They made the cancellation a day, I think a day before or on the same day. I did see Thusi's video on social media. Now Amushila is claiming that the video lacked empathy and it was unprofessional. Ooh. Yeah, so I don't know.
Because also that contract, right? I want to know, does it state both parties? Does it just state Pearl Thusi? Does it state Pearl Thusi and her management? Because if that's the case, then the management should be responsible for paying back
the management is now saying that apparently Amushila and team should contact the lawyers of Thusi, not them. I guess then they are not.
So
I don't know.
Maybe the contract wasn't.
But you are the negotiators. Thusi signed under your management.
Yeah, she signed. But that specific contract, was it signed under? Because they say between parties, Aina Raisa Kweyo representing NTV or whatever it is, or NTV, guys.
No, but
the
Diana,
legal jargon.
Look, this management agency handles celebrities like Taylor, Nasty C, Saul, Assorti Saul, and all the other big famous people. So when you as a client want to book Pearl Thusi, you go through the agency. You don't call Pearl Thusi directly. Then they arrange these logistics. You pay the money to the agency. How come now I must contact Tusi herself.
Maybe Tusi's contract states that when she doesn't show up, she has to pay the fines.
Yeah, I guess, because that's what they are saying now. Apparently, Amushila must contact Tusi's legal representation, her personal legal representation, because they will get clarity.
Now it's just a whole thing when it wasn't supposed to be. If you know you are not going to come, just pay the fee, just pay the cancellation
I think
fee
also
and say,
they overbooked her. Maybe she didn't confirm. Maybe she already had a booking on that day that she organized herself. And then the agency double booked her. And now she can't come. I think that's what happened. Because maybe the other gig was paying more. Or maybe she just had like other family, engagements.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then
just pay back the money.
Pay back the money. Exactly.
It's like 86K. I'm sure you can afford.
That's like pocket change probably for people.
Yeah, but people are making money. Why don't you hire local creatives and pay them this 86,000? You want to pay local creatives now a 5K because they are local creatives.
And that's a chat that we are not ready to have.
And that's why people are disappointing you. Had you hired
local,
local, we would have showed up.
Well,
the Lioness showed up. Yeah. But nonetheless, let's go to our interview segment.
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we're making.
Yeah, making something very nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yes, Joseph, please tell us a bit more about yourself. Who are you, Joseph? As the viewers are watching, who is he? I'd like to know.
I'm Joseph Shabali, and I'm a contractor. Like, I have my own construction business, and I'm a dancer. I'm a hip hop dancer by profession, and I won the Namibia Championships in November 2020. I won a silver medal in dancing, and I also received a certificate in dancing. So yeah, you can say I'm a professional dancer. Yeah.
So impressive, hey?
Yeah.
And as I know, like you're quite well known as a dancer, right?
Yeah.
Like having what? How many followers?
20,000 followers.
Oh my gosh, they love your dancing then.
Yeah.
No, welcome to What's Cooking. It's so good to have you here. Yeah. So tell us what we are making today.
So we are making pasta bolognese. So that is an Italian name. So, but the local word can be, we're making minced pasta.
Minced pasta, right?
Yeah. And I really love it when my mom makes it for us. So yeah, I like it. That is where I got the likeness of it from, if I can put it that way. So we are going to make minced pasta, and we have mince, and we have frozen mixed fruit, and some tomatoes here, and green pepper and onion, and some oil and salt, and a lot of different kind of seasonings.
Yeah. No, the beauty about this recipe is it's so simple. It's very local. Yeah. Because we have our special seasoning there. Which one is it again? Our special seasoning.
Kapana spice.
Kapana spice. You know it.
Kapana spice.
Exactly. That was very important. He emphasized for me, Kapana spice. It needs to be. Yeah. So, okay. What do we start with now?
Okay. So,
I see we have our water already boiling. Yeah.
So, what you need to do, since the water is already boiling, add some salt, and then you add the pasta.
Yeah. So how do you usually make your pasta at home? I'm curious about that.
For me, I don't really use oil when I'm making pasta. I only use oil with rice.
Yeah. You use oil with rice. Then what do you use? No, you don't put anything. Just salt.
The oil I put it in the soup.
In the soup, okay. Yeah. I see. So what are you starting to make that side?
So just turn on my stove.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so now we can get into the good stuff.
Okay.
Your construction company that you've started up. I did want to hear a bit more about that because I know how. I'm so impressed with you, by the way, the fact that you have this company. You're bold enough, because I feel like a lot of youth, they're not thinking about starting companies. They're like, no, I'm staying home. I'll just stay home. I need a job.
Waiting for the job to find me.
Exactly.
And you don't never find someone. So
yeah,
you should go look for it.
So tell me, like, what inspired you to start this company, I mean?
Okay, what inspires me to start a construction company is all because my stepfather is into construction. So we grew up like from primary school to high school. Whenever it was school holiday, we'll go with him. He would take us to the site, to the construction site, and we'll assist him or help him, and that's how we learned, and that's how I learned personally and got equipped and learned a lot of stuff, and gained a lot of experience and knowledge in construction.
Wow.
And later on, after high school, after completing my grade 12, and so financially I couldn't go to university to go study further because family disadvantage financially. So I decided to start up a business, construction business.
Look at that.
Yeah. So because the number one reason why, because in my mind, because I already saw like school, maybe things will not go well. Let me start a business. Then I decided, no, if I had to start a business, what kind of a business?
If it's hot. Sorry to cut you, yeah?
No problem. If I had to start a business, then what kind of a business is that?
Yeah.
Then I was thinking now, should I open up a tuck shop and all those things? But then no, I decided no, I cannot start a tuck shop. That is small money.
Hey, wow, I like this thinking. Big money,
I want big money. Yeah. So I decided to just...
Let me see, sorry, just checking. Sometimes it looks like it's not. The stove is quite fast, quite hot.
I need big money, so I don't want small money. I want to take care of myself and my family. Yeah. So I decided that I'll just register my business. So I registered my business somewhere in September 2022 with BIPA. So yeah, and from there on we have been on the wheel. So we are striving for excellency.
Love it. It's very inspiring. The fact that it was from your family, like it's close to home.
Yeah.
There's that. I was curious about it. So yeah, I'd love to hear more when we come back right after this break.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Let us know what you think about some of the stories that we shared today, particularly the Pearl Thusi story. We want to hear your hot take on it. And of course, we will be reading and engaging with you on our socials. From Diana Master and Anna Razakoyo, this has been another brilliant episode of Smell the Coffee. We'll catch you again tomorrow, same time, same place.